When we look into the eyes of the Pharaoh Tutankhamun, we know his name. His funerary mask is a famous treasure. But in fact, like every other pharaoh, Tutankhamun had two names that appear here in cartouches, those protective ovals around the hieroglyphs. Tutankhamun on either side with his lion body. He's in the form of a sphinx, trampling on the enemies of Egypt. One of the names in a cartouche, written in hieroglyphs, has to the left a duck and a sun disk. This in ancient Egyptian is Sa-Ra, the son of Ra, the sun god. This was the name given to the pharaoh when he was born, usually by his mother. But if we look closely here, the goddess of writing, Seshat, is using a rush brush to write a bee and a sedge plant over a cartouche. If we look to the middle here, we see that same sedge plant and bee to the left of another cartouche. This is the throne name of the pharaoh, the second of the two names written in cartouches. This was a name given to the pharaoh when he ascended to the throne. The sedge plant perhaps represents the south of Egypt. The bee perhaps represents the north of Egypt. But in fact, the pharaoh of Egypt had a total of 5 names. One given to him when he was born, and the other 4 given to him when he acceded to the throne. Each of those 5 names was introduced by a title or an epithet. We've met the son of Ra and the he of the sedge and the bee. We see 2 additional names that focus on the god Horus. The pharaoh was identified very closely with the falcon-headed god Horus. We see the god wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, often worn by the pharaoh. We see too at the bottom right here, the Horus falcon standing on a golden necklace. This is another of the epithets of the ruler of Egypt, Golden Horus. And to the right of the pharaoh's face there, the vulture and the cobra. We see the vulture goddess and the cobra goddess. Another one of the pharaoh's titles. He of the 2 ladies protected by the 2 goddesses. They appear here on Tutankhamun's diadem. It was very complicated for the people of Egypt to have a pharaoh with 5 names. So sometimes we see they call him purely Per-Aa, the hieroglyphs repeated here in cartouches. In ancient Egyptian, this meant great house or palace. This became in Greek Pharaoh, and today we use this word Pharaoh.